This week on Check Please South Florida, a spot for Pan-Asian Latin fusion in the heart of Fort Lauderdale.
A nice surprise when they show up with the check and then that nice, beautiful pink swirl of cotton candy.
A Mediterranean delight tucked away in Weston.
You don't even need a knife. I mean, we took the fork and it was pure butter.
And an ode to tradition and authenticity in Davie.
I had the tomato bisque soup was the soup of the day. It was really good. It was very hearty.
Cultural, culinary secrets, and global flavors. We have a passion for blending ingredients and seasonings from around the world. Additional funding for Check Please South Florida is provided by George and Helen Weaver and the Friends of South Florida PBS.
You just wanted to savor every bit of that dessert.
It's delicious.
The best tiramisu I've ever had.
There's nothing else like that in South Florida that I know about.
You'll pull the cheese and it'll be all the way up to here.
Hello, I'm Michelle Bernstein, and welcome to Check Please South Florida, the show where regular people from all over South Florida recommend and review their favorite restaurants. So this is how the show works. Every week, we have 3 guests. Each recommends his or her favorite spot, and the other 2 go to check them out and see what they think. This week, retired educator Cindy Ferber says that her pick is a traditional deli lover's dream. From mouth-watering soups to sizable sandwiches and fresh salads, this spot has been serving delicious meals to locals and visitors for more than 25 years. Located in Davie, it's all your comfort food served by an attentive staff. Banking and finance specialist Erin Deaver advises you to deposit your culinary trust on the quaint, family-owned restaurant that serves amazing Sardinian cuisine and whose traditional bistro decor offers the perfect photo op. You'll always receive a warm welcome in this tucked-away gem in Weston. But first, special needs teacher Brenna McAteer says that when she wants to get a feel for Venice in South Florida, she heads over to the Waterside Paradise that serves delicious Pan-Asian Latin fusion dishes. From their complimentary popcorn and cotton candy, nothing is ordinary at this dynamic house. It's located in Fort Lauderdale and it's called Casa Sensei.
My name is Will Reyes. I'm one of the executive chefs here at Casa Sensei on Las Olas. We are a very successful Pan-Asian Latin restaurant in Fort Lauderdale. They start back in Peru, to combine both cuisines, and they just put it together, flavors and ingredients together to come up with this type of cuisine. It's been trending for the past 7 years. We are very famous. We're well known for that. We welcome our customers with the popcorn with kimchi butter. So that's something we've been doing since we, opened. And people love the popcorn with kimchi butter. And then we finish up with the cotton candy to make you remember of your childhood, and to have a memory of Casa Sensei. Casa Sensei is located in the heart of Las Olas. As you can see here, I think we have one of the best waterfront dining experience in Fort Lauderdale. People just love to come here, sit by the canal, by the water, and they have the best experience. Casa Sensei is mesmerizing, amazing, and the best in Fort Lauderdale.
Tell me a little bit about the area.
It's a cute little restaurant. My cousin and I, we ate outside, and beautiful lights, the atmosphere was great, and you almost feel like you're in Venice. We just love it there. We started off with pork pow buns, and they were amazing. I mean, the buns were soft.
Is it a pork belly?
Yes.
Okay.
Nice and crispy and
bao
fried.
buns are really, it's rice flour and it's a little bit sweet, right? Yes. And it just melts in your mouth.
They were to die for. I mean,
I had the shrimp one.
Okay.
Oh, you did? You had the bao bun
Yes.
with shrimp. Okay.
And I had to ask how to pronounce it. I didn't know.
The bao?
Yeah, the bao.
Yeah.
Delicious, right?
Yes.
Absolutely
Excellent.
delicious.
Aaron, what did you think about the ambiance?
I thought it was very unique in the fact that it had several different seating options.
Okay.
There's the main dining room, and it curves around the bar.
Right.
And my wife and I ended up sitting halfway back, and we had a window seat that actually overlooked the patio, the dock, and the waterway.
Oh, pretty.
So it was very pretty. We were the only ones in the room at the time.
What did you have?
We had the bao buns as well. I had
Which
the
one?
pork. I had the pork belly. My wife had the tofu. I had the Korean bulgogi,
I love bulgogi.
which was almost like lettuce wraps with
Oh, okay.
romaine and string mushrooms. And you could either eat it with a knife and fork, chopsticks, or actually make lettuce wraps out of it.
Beef bulgogi?
Correct. It's the ribeye. It was shaved ribeye bulgogi.
Cindy, what'd you think?
I loved it. I thought that the ambiance was just, it was hip, it was happening. We went on a Saturday night, we went with another couple. My girlfriend and I shared the crispy chicken and sesame seeds, and it came in a caramel sauce over rice, and it made the rice like a sticky rice. It was just delicious, and sharing was perfect because we did have the bao buns and we saved room for dessert.
I know you weren't drinking that night. Anybody else have cocktails?
I had a Thai teeny
I like the name.
on the advice of our server.
Okay.
I'm not too much on cocktails, but I went with what he recommended, and it turned out to be a great compliment.
Did you have any
No,
cocktail?
but I just
No?
love the plays on names, so that's a cute name, Titini.
Okay. Dessert?
I had dessert with
What'd
my
you have?
group. We shared the lava cake, and it was a really generous portion because the four of us were able to
Wow.
have it. And it had, you know, that hot, thick chocolate that kind of pours out, and there was a nice dollop of cream.
Ooze is the word that you
Oh,
really want to
ooze.
use. Yes, it's all about
yes,
the ooze and the
it
lava
was,
cake.
It
yeah.
was oozing. And then there was the whipped cream. I would have probably liked ice cream on that too, because it was
It
warm.
traditionally is served with
Yeah,
ice cream.
but it was very
the
good.
first lava cake, which was served in New York, was served with vanilla ice cream.
Okay.
Many, many, many years ago.
Yeah. I'm big on something sweet after dinner, even if I'm full. I love a little something
Well, there's a
sweet.
different stomach for that. Isn't it?
I think so.
Cotton candy and popcorn. Hold on, I
Definitely.
have to hear about this. Did you have both?
We did. We
Okay.
had both. We had the popcorn at the beginning, and it was very flavorful. We were trying to decide what the topping was on the popcorn.
Kimchi.
And my wife ended up asking the server, and it's kimchi butter. And
Right.
it's super flavorful, and it was just a very unique compliment with the Titini and as an appetizer.
I wonder what flavor was your cotton candy?
It was like a strawberry.
Is it made in the kitchen, I guess, in the back?
I think it's made in the back.
Okay.
It's just a nice surprise when they come
Yeah.
out with
Yeah,
it, you know?
no doubt. No. Does everybody get their own little cotton candy, or is
No,
it
you
one
can
big
just
one
kind of
you
like
pick out?
share.
Okay, I like it. Brenna, Casa Sensei was your pick. Sum it up for us.
Casa Sensei, I would say, is a nice restaurant to go to with, you know, significant other, friends. Make sure you sit outside to just enjoy the view and have a great, great time and with great food.
Lovely. Aaron?
A true fusion experience in the heart of Las Olas.
Cindy?
I think Casa Sensei is a wonderful mix of Pan-Asian and Latin, some really nice surprising flavors, and a beautiful ambiance.
Well, you can enjoy unique dishes and otherworld atmosphere at Casa Sensei, located at 1200 East Las Olas Boulevard, Fort Lauderdale. Open for dinner on Mondays and for brunch, lunch, and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Reservations are accepted, and the average price for dinner without drinks is about $70. Shrimp tostones. How delicious does that sound? So we've got some delicious tostones that you can either fry or bake. And by the way, you can find them in a freezer section or make them fresh. Really up to you. I'm going to show you the shrimp part because that's really my favorite part, is always the toppings. So let me heat up. A little olive oil is in here already. I've cut some shrimp lengthwise so that they're a little thinner and they sit really nicely on the tostones. Let's go ahead and put the tostones already on the plate. So let's go ahead and put the shrimp into the pan already, and they are going to cook up really quickly. This whole thing will be very fast. So what I have here is a little bit of minced garlic, a little fine thin strips or julienne of fresh chili. You can use serrano or jalapeno. What's great about this is I took the seeds out, so it's not as spicy. Shallots, which is a cousin of the onion. And let's go ahead and cook that together. While it's cooking, I'll season that with a little bit of salt and pepper. I'm just going to add a little lime zest. And then we're going to finish this with a little bit of butter and the juice of half a lime. So I'm going to just put in 1 tablespoon of butter. Squeeze a half a lime in there. And then to finish it off, I'm going to cut a little bit of cilantro leaves. Like so. Go ahead and throw these in there. Shut off your heat. Let's mix all this together. Smells so good. So rather than using these things, I think I'm going to use a spoon. Make sure you get a little bit of everything, the onion or shallot, the chili, the shrimp. And the reason why I cut the shrimp lengthwise like that was that so that it sits more delicately on the toston. I wish you all were here. This smells so delightful. Get all that goodness right over the top. Beautiful. And there you have it, my recipe for shrimp tostones. Now, banking and finance specialist Aaron Deaver advises you to get acquainted with his pick for authentic Sardinian food. He says that they make their fresh, homey dishes with a great atmosphere and broad selection of wines. The authentic gem will leave you with a Mediterranean wanderlust. It's located in Weston and it's called Zona Blu.
Hi, my name is Deborah Maris Bautista, and I'm one of the owners of Zona Blu Weston.
Hi, my name is Sheila Maris David, and I'm one of the owners of Zona Blu Weston.
Well, Sheila and I are not restaurateurs. We were stay-at-home moms for about 15 years, and our partner, Andrea, had the idea to open a restaurant in Weston, so we thought this would be a great opportunity to open something that showcased our beautiful island of Sardinia.
Our love of our Sardinian culture and growing up, spending summers in Sardinia is really what inspired us to open a Sardinian-themed restaurant. The name Zona Blu came about because Sardinia was voted one of the top 5 blue zones in the world.
We definitely are not your typical Italian-American restaurant. Zona Blu is Italian cuisine, Sardinian style.
So first of all, this is on the corner of a little plaza. Is that correct, Aaron?
My wife discovered this restaurant during the pandemic.
Okay.
We had known of it, but we were looking for an experience. My family is always looking for an experience.
Did you know Sardinian food before this?
We were aware of it. I guess it's the Sardinians and the blue zones throughout the planet are the health, some of the healthiest foods and some of the longest living people.
Brenna, I loved what you had written because you went the first time with your dad and you made him try octopus for the first time.
He's never had the octopus, and we had the Mediterranean octopus. It was charred and then lightly fried, and it came with olives, tomatoes, potatoes, and it was so tender. And our server, Pasquale, was telling us that the octopus came from Morocco. And you don't even need a knife. I mean, we took the fork and
butter.
But it was pure butter. And my dad was like, I love octopus. I have been missing out. And I'm like,
but don't have him have it anywhere but there because you never know.
I don't think I want to get it anywhere else either. It was, and I get octopus when I go places. It was absolutely amazing.
What else did you have?
So we saw the Zona Blu pizza, and we thought, well, that looks kind of interesting. And I noticed they didn't have a lot of red sauces on the menu, I guess because they're not Italian. The Zona Blu pizza had a light red sauce, mozzarella, it had shrimp and bacon, and it also had a spicy honey to top it off. And it was...
That sounds good.
This sounds really good.
It was so great.
Cindy, how was service?
We had a very bubbly server, Maria, and she was so knowledgeable about the menu, which I love because they have a lot of specials there.
What did you have?
Well, I went with my brother and his wife and my girlfriend, Lisa, and we do what my family calls a divvy. We each got something and shared.
Okay.
And so my brother and I shared the short rib special, which was rich and delicious. And instead of getting it with pasta, we got it with the rosemary potatoes because we knew we were going to share a pasta dish.
Sure.
And the potatoes were fabulous. They were crispy with just enough rosemary. And in the short rib sauce, dipping the potatoes, it was perfect. And then we had, which I thought was so special, I'd never had this before, a fettuccine that was cooked in a bowl of Parmesan cheese.
Yeah.
And it's fun. They twist it and they swirl it and they put it on your plate.
It's my son's favorite thing in the whole world.
It's delicious. How can you go wrong with homemade pasta? I mean, amazing.
Our last visit there was for my mother-in-law's birthday, and we did something very similar to what you did. We ordered several different things off the menu, and they have what's known as a griata de pesce, which is a platter of fresh seafood, and they serves 2 or it serves 4. So we ordered the griata de pesce. It had langoustines, salmon,
My favorite.
That's so good.
branzino,
And it's all grilled.
and it's all grilled. It's
Yeah.
lightly breaded in some cornstarch or something and grilled. We had the cacio e pepe. And one
Tell
thing
people what cacio e pepe is. It's
that's
probably my
where they
favorite
wheel
sauce.
the Parmesan wheel to your table
Okay.
and swirl it and serve it tableside.
The two of you had the same dessert. Do you want to talk about that?
The profiteroles.
The profiteroles.
So tell me a little bit about the profiteroles.
I thought that they were delicious. They give you 3 large, almost like an empty donut, and inside filled with cream. But what was so delicious was this thick, rich chocolate, almost like a mousse on top. And they were floating in chocolate sauce, and they were very delicious.
Profiteroles are always good. In addition, we had a big party, so we had a limoncello tartufo.
And what was that like?
That is lemon cream
Yep.
with a bread crust underneath. It comes in a rectangle with a dollop of whipped cream on top.
I mean, you had me at limoncello. Tell me about your pistachio sorbet.
I wasn't even a pistachio lover. It came out almost looking like a muffin. It was gelato, but then it had pistachio crumbs on the outside. It literally, it melted in your mouth. I mean, as soon as it touched your mouth, it just melted.
And how are the prices? Because this kind of food, the ingredients are expensive. And I know this because this is what I do.
It's a specialty restaurant
Yep.
serving specialty foods.
Sure.
And the prices are priced accordingly, but for what you get, it's a good value.
Anybody drink any? Well, you're not drinking.
I usually do wine by the glass. It's often a Barolo or an Amarone.
Now you're talking my language.
They
I
make
want
a
to go
great-
out to dinner with you.
They make a great espresso martini also
Oh, delicious.
with Mr. Black's liqueur.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Very trendy
good.
right now, the espresso martini, but a great way to finish a meal. Well, Erin, Zona Blue was your choice. Please sum it up for us.
Creative cooking with passion in a family environment.
Brenna?
It was first class all the way.
Cindy?
You are in for a very big treat at Zona Blue.
Your taste buds can travel to Sardinia and enjoy authentic Mediterranean cuisine at Zona Blue. Located at 189 Weston Road in Weston, they are open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Reservations are accepted where the average price for dinner without drinks is about $75. Well, finally, retired educator Cindy Ferber wants you to make your way to her authentic pick for New York-style deli, where generous portions and a friendly staff will keep you going back. It's located in Davie, and it's called Tower Deli.
Hi, my name is Bennett Weisblatt, and I'm the owner of Tower Deli in Davie. Tower Deli was originally opened in 1989. I always wanted to have a New York-style deli in South Florida. We have people that have been coming here for 30 years. We're in existence for 32 years, and we've seen families grow up. it's not just about the food, it's about the experience coming into Tower Deli. Tower Deli is family, tradition, and authenticity.
So you've been going to Tower for years, right?
I have.
Yeah.
I have. Was a teacher, and
Yeah.
I had a 6th grade student who came in and said to me,
A sixth grade student. I
a
love
6th grade
this.
student
Okay.
he said, my mom works at a restaurant and it is the best food in South Florida. So I said,
Oh.
that's quite an endorsement.
My son would never say that to anybody about his mother. I love that.
So I went to the restaurant, and you know what? He did not steer me wrong. It was fabulous.
You know, everybody needs a good deli, and I know we talk a lot about upscale restaurants on this show, but you can't go to upscale restaurants all the time. There has to be a little deli in your life.
Well, I went with my aunt and uncle and my niece and my brother. So we started off with a potato latke appetizer, which is potato pancakes. They are flash fried, so they're really crisp. And
Big, little,
they are
medium?
big, and so
Okay.
it was plenty for us. And we had it with sour cream and applesauce. I like both.
I had that too. Very
You did?
good. Great.
And then I had matzo brie, which is just fluffy eggs cooked with the unleavened bread, the cracker, matzah. And I like it with like a dollop of applesauce because I love that sweet, salty taste. And my brother had matzo ball soup and corned beef sandwich. He went old school.
Okay.
They've got really fluffy matzo balls in soup that is fabulous. No one in my family gets sick without having a delivery of Tower Deli matzo ball soup.
Before we get into the food, I'd love to talk to both of you. Let's start with you, Brenna, about the location and what you thought when you walked into Tower Deli.
We actually got delivery. My husband and I got delivery, and it was great because they delivered themselves. It was not an outsource. Like,
Oh, that's great.
yeah, so
Okay.
I almost want to say the chef delivered the food. Yeah, I mean,
Is that a possibility?
it could. He was dressed in chef attire. It was very friendly. I mean,
Interesting. Okay.
it came within 30 minutes of ordering it online.
So how was it?
It was great. It's probably 5 minutes from my house, so I wasn't concerned with it being cold or not fresh. It was hot still, and we got everything from the 222, which is the pancakes, eggs, and bacon, to the potato pancakes like you got.
How about you, Aaron? What did you feel about the ambiance and everything?
I've known about Tower Deli for years. We've been going there for a long time. My son used to go there before, my son loved to go there before school. This time I went with my father-in-law. We went for lunch. We did go traditional. I had a tuna melt. I wanted to try the tuna melt because I make tuna melts at home for my daughter, and I wanted to see how, a deli did the tuna melt. And they put grilled onions on top, and they used rye bread, which was really good.
So you're going to up your tuna melt?
I am going to up my tuna melt.
Yeah.
I think I am.
Okay.
I might give that a try.
I like
I had the tomato bisque soup was the soup of the day. It was really good. It was very hearty, very, very peppery, very strong, very good soup.
Dessert? Anyone?
Yes, of
Yes.
course. We had the rugelach. They brought a plate of them out, all assorted. Rugelach are like crescent
cookie.
rolls. It's like
it's a cookie, but it's a
but
rolled
it's
up
more
cookie.
than a cookie because
Well, it is 'cause
it's
it's a little
so
softer.
chock fill in the moist center with like either nuts or
If it's
cream
well done.
cheese. They make them homemade there, and they
Oh, wow.
like a nice crisp bake on the outside. They're just delicious.
Yeah, rugelach are really good.
Yeah, really
That and a
good.
good black and white cookie, and you're all set.
Black and
I
white
had a
cookie.
black and white cookie.
Did you have a black and white?
Yeah, got one to go.
That's great.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Yummy?
It was soft. Frosting was good.
My aunt was able to get a diet black cherry cola, and she was so happy about that.
Tower Deli was your choice. Please sum it up
Yes.
for us.
Okay, so Tower Deli is an authentic New York deli with an extensive menu and lots of specials on the weekend. And the food is beautifully presented by a super friendly staff.
Lovely. Aaron?
Fresh, hot, local, attentive.
Okay. Brenna?
Tower Deli had fresh food, and I will definitely be back. I'm glad I was able to experience it again.
For a homey and authentic meal, make your way to Tower Deli, located at 2315 South University Drive in Davie. Open daily for breakfast and lunch. Reservations are accepted, and the average price for lunch without drinks is about $30. had such a wonderful time. I want to thank my guests, Brenna McAteer, Erin Deaver, and Cindy Ferber. For more about the restaurants and recipes featured in the show, or if you'd like to apply to be a guest reviewer, visit us at checkpleasefl.com. And as always, find us on Facebook and Instagram. Please join us next time for 3 new guests recommending 3 of their favorite restaurants right here on Check Please South Florida. I'm Michelle Bernstein, and I will see you then. Cheers, everybody.
Cultural culinary secrets and global flavors. We have a passion for blending ingredients and seasonings from around the world.